My name is Kaito Otani. I'm 29 years old and I recently moved to an expensive apartment near the train station. I ran track from middle school to college, so I have a habit of running in the morning to get me going. It's a nice little jog from my apartment to the office, so when the weather is decent, I run in the morning to get to work, but… Oh, good morning!
Please don't stand near the entrance. You reek of sweat.
Huh? Sweat? I haven't even begun to run, though.
You're the one who's always running, right? If you're too stingy to not pay for the commute to work, then you shouldn't be living in a good apartment like this. I'm sure you're just renting, though, and you haven't even bought it. This isn't the kind of place you should just reach out of your comfort zone. You should really figure out what kind of level you're supposed to live in.
What the hell is going on? I never thought I'd see the day that I'm judged as being poor and bad-mouthed for running to work. I'd heard that there were often troubles in expensive apartments, but I didn't realize that the apartments that I lived in had a holier than thou woman that smelled like trouble. That lady that was yelling at me, she lives on the same floor as me, I think. She seems like she's some kind of daughter from a rich family or something, so maybe she's just upset about the fact that a regular person like me is living in the same apartments as her. It's pretty bitchy, so I don't really want anything to do with her. Good morning! You running into work again, huh? Good morning. I feel like I really wake up in the morning when I run. It's like I'm hitting the on button. Huh? Something smells really good. What is that smell? You think so? I figured that I might smell like sweat because I came running. I actually just got chewed out by someone who lives in my apartments before I even ran. She said that I reek. I don't think I've ever felt like you smell like sweat, like ever. I mean, I do hop in the shower before work just to wash off all my sweat, so… maybe this is your fabric softener or something. It's not that it's too strong or anything, but it's kind of there in the background, eh? I think it's the perfect amount of scent. I actually like how perfectly balanced it is. No, come on, stop sniffing the air so much. It's kind of embarrassing.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Please don't sit here and be all flirty with each other. It's really going to throw people off before they go into work.
We're not being flirty. Yeah, I just smelled something nice, so I was curious where it was coming from, that's all. I felt like someone was about to really misunderstand what was going on, but I was a little upset that someone called me stinky, so I felt relieved that someone from my office said that I didn't stink. I'm sure that woman just thinks that all men who are athletic smell like sweat. I decided to drop it and move on before focusing on work. I changed into the gym clothes that I had changed into while working and started running again. I mean, the office has a washer and dryer in the showering room, but no one else uses it. It's kind of a waste, huh? Oh? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. There's just someone that came back home after being too stingy to just pay for the commute to and from work. He's really reaching trying to live here, you know?
I see.
Maybe he thinks if he lives in a nice apartment like this, he'll be able to get with all the girls. Just because you live in a nice place, if you're just a loser on the inside, then you're useless as a man.
You're saying too much, dear. That man. I've seen him with her sometimes, but is he her boyfriend or something? Not that I really care, though. I didn't really like the way that guy was either, so I decided to wait till they left on the elevator up before I got on the elevator up to my house as well. Afterwards, I would run into her coming home from work, but every time she would mock me.
Hey, what kind of work do you do?
Does it really matter what kind of work I do?
It doesn't, but I was curious. I was wondering what kind of job you could have to try to reach up and rent a room in this place.
I don't want to talk to you, so I'm gonna excuse myself.
It's totally fine. I'm sure you're eventually not going to be able to pay for rent, and you're just going to disappear from these apartments.
If I keep living in these apartments, I think I'm gonna keep having to see that lady. Ugh.
What's wrong? They say if you sigh too much, you're going to chase away all of your happiness.
Oh, really? I would hope that just sighing wouldn't chase away all of my joy and happiness.
Did something happen in your new place?
Oh yeah, there's a woman that I live with in my new apartments, and she mocks me every time I see her.
Huh? Why is that?
I'm really not sure. Maybe because I run into work or something?
I think it's pretty healthy for you, though. Are you good on time right now?
Oh, you're right. I need to get going.
You're supposed to be going to Tokidori Co. Limited today for a potential business client, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll head out now.
Take care, sir.
That afternoon, I went to say hello to some of our new clients. Todoroki Corporation Limited, but... I'm so glad that you didn't say you wanted to come run into Totoro Corporation Limited. Why exactly do you think I'm the kind of person that would do that? You're just someone that really enjoys running. That is, I mean, it's true, but I'm obviously not gonna run to a business meeting. Nice to meet you. I'm with Fuchiseka Corporation Limited. My name is Otani.
Nice to meet you. I'm CEO Otani. We've been expecting you. Please, let me show you to...
Huh? You?
Your room?
What is it? Nothing.
Are you really the CEO of Fushiseka Co. Limited?
Yes, I am.
Excuse me for my rudeness. Please, come right this way, sir.
That lady was the receptionist of this company, huh? I was trying my best to avoid her figuring out that I was the CEO of a company, but I guess the cat's out of the bag now. But I guess she should understand now that I'm not exactly reaching trying to live there. At least that's how I felt, but afterwards, she started acting in a way that I really wasn't expecting. Who is it? Ugh, what is she doing at my house? Yes?
Hello, I'm Rumi Toshihara. I was so surprised to run into you like that at work. You really don't brag and show off that you're a CEO, so I didn't realize that you were someone of great stature.
I see. I mean, I get that a lot, but... I mean, some of my employees even say that I'm not very CEO-esque. I don't like all of the formalities, so I'm okay with that, but...
Hey, would you like to have some tea?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to work on some stuff, so...
Oh, I see. You're busy because you're a CEO. Don't push yourself too hard, sir.
Oh, thanks.
I'll be by again sometime.
Huh? She's gonna come again? After this woman, Surihara-san, learned that I was a CEO, she suddenly started acting completely different. Maybe she promoted me from someone that she could mock to someone she could get along with, but that definitely didn't make me happier at all. However, Surihara-san continued to ring the doorbell, even when she had nothing to really do. Even when I pretend not to be home, she leaves some random stuff at the door for me. I try to tell her to stop leaving stuff at the door over the intercom, but she starts saying that she wants to come in my room, and she invites me out for dinner. I was getting annoyed with how persistent she was. Maybe she's locked onto me? No. She's already got a boyfriend, so that can't be it either, right? Maybe she just wants to get along with me because it would benefit her or something? Thinking about that lady coming back to my house makes me kind of nervous, so I don't want to go back home. Someone save me. Ah!
I wonder if Otani-san has started thinking about me a little bit more. I feel like he's a little shy, but he must always be nervous when I show up, right? I'm going to cook him some of my favorite foods so that he can really get his juices flowing. if you know what I mean. I've got to get my future husband to really be vigorous and full of vitality.
Yes?
Good evening. It's Rumi.
Oh, what did you want?
I cooked a little too much, so I was just coming by to give some to you. There we go. He finally opened the door for me.
Good evening.
Huh?
Oh, Kaito-kun, who is this woman?
She's a neighbor on my floor.
Ah, so you're a neighbor. Are you sharing some of your food? Thanks so much. You must be great at cooking. It looks so good. You just moved to the apartments and you're already getting along with your neighbors. That's amazing.
No, we're not really getting along.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, me? I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm Hanoka Momoi. I'm going to be living here starting today, so a pleasure to meet you.
Otani-san, is this weird woman following you around? Did you want me to call the police on you?
No, you're the one that's following me around.
What?
Hanoka is my fiancé. I bought this room in these apartments because I wanted to live together with my fiancé.
I was a little late to move in because of some work issues, but I'm going to be here starting today, so let's get along, huh?
So I had no chance to begin with?
No way. This person really was after me, wasn't she? You came out of the blue and said I reeked of sweat. I'm not interested in someone rude like that.
Oh, that's...
Wait, really? She said that to you, Kaito-kun?
Yeah.
Kaito always uses fabric softener that smells really good. It's my favorite. It's not too loud, but it's just in the background, smelling good. I love how perfect it is.
You know, someone at work actually said something that...
Right? But whatever the case, you can't just tell a random person that they reek of sweat. Kaito-kun actually cares about that kind of thing, you know? Why don't you just apologize to him, huh?
Sorry.
Now we're all good. Oh, I'll give you something as a thank you for cooking for us.
I'll take it back home.
You really are something else, Honoka. Thank you so much for moving in with me.
Did you miss me that much this whole time?
I mean, I missed you, but I was just so lonely.
And I guess I've got to fill in that loneliness, huh?
Afterwards, Suhara-san stopped coming over to my room, but she still lived in the same apartments, and I was worried that maybe this time she'd start being mean to Honoka. However, 5 days or so after Honoka moved in, we were getting ready to go on a date on the weekend when I saw Suihara with the man that I assumed was her boyfriend arguing. I'm tired of you! Don't ever come here again!
Don't say that. You're the only person for me.
I know for a fact that you were trying to get closer with one of the younger men on my floor! We're completely over. You can look for another man!
But...
From what I heard, apparently the two weren't exactly dating, but lovers. In other words, he wasn't her boyfriend, but more of a patron to her life. And the man was the one that owned the apartment, so when he found out that Suihara was coming on to me, she was kicked out in a heartbeat. Afterwards, I would see Suihara-san from time to time when I went to their company, but she is slowly deteriorating every time I see her. She used to be decent looking too. I'm sure she has a bunch of men help her out, but they all got tired of her and she has nowhere else to mooch. I wonder if that kind neighbor moved away. She used to live with her boyfriend or something, and she was dumb, so she got kicked out.
I see. I thought that I could be good friends with her.
How unfortunate.
Anyway, what is that mountain of presents you've got, Honoka? Oh, this is just a gift and thank you from all the people in the apartment. I said hello and gave them all gifts when I moved in. They're all so kind. I'm so happy.
She's getting along with the other tenants faster than me, and she moved in after me. My fiancé is very lighthearted and is a genius when it comes to getting along with people. I think I'm gonna be able to live a happy and peaceful life in my apartments now.
It can be pretty tough to get along with neighbors nowadays. I think it's amazing that there are still people who can get along with their neighbors nowadays. I wish I could live in peace like her.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.